I'm gonna roll a d4, and I got a 2. So uh, I will, after we do the recap, I'll kind of do my usual thing where I zoom in to where you all are at and what's going on, what you see around you. But before we do that, Jay, what happened since your arrival into Bard's Gate?
What happened? Are you asking me to review what we've done so far?
Yeah, what happened last session?
Okay, so we came. Okay, give me a second here. We came into Bard's Gate, and we were invited to a very wealthy tavern that from a. Oh God, I should get my notes out. I don't even know if I have her name here. With this lady who was not there right away, and we waited a little bit, and then she came and she told us that she asked us to investigate the missing children in a number of areas in Bard's Gate, around the docks, Turlin's Well, the Thieves' Quarter, and the Outer Quarter. Her name was Lady Marinath. Is that right?
Marinath, yeah, that's right.
Right, and she said that she asked for, well, not for Bera. I think Bera's more of just someone who's showing you around, a guide, but asked for Caden and the others because a reputation's been built around them, and suggested that there was some of the groups in town, like the Company of the Silver Spear, who were actually in the bar with us, were less looking more for fame and looking good as adventurers than actually doing some of the dirty work. So we volunteered to do it. So these children have been going missing, and let me think here. None of them have reappeared, but we know of a longshoreman named Henley Grouse Heldring, whose daughter Uella went missing, and they had her shoe. And all this has been happening down by the waterfronts at night, I believe. So we've got a couple leads here. We've got Henley Grouse Heldring, the longshoreman, who's one person who's willing to talk. We've heard that quite a few people, or some people aren't willing to talk. Maybe they're being suppressed or something. Another lead we have is possibly the Servants Guild, and the Entertainers Guild, and just maybe hanging out down at the river, the river folk, and possibly the Rivermen's Guild might also have information. And the reward was, we asked about a reward, and Lady Marinath said she couldn't really, I think she said something like she couldn't really talk about it, but her sense was she kind of had an idea of what was going on, or that the kind of people that might be up to this, and that the reward will be what we find. That maybe there's a sort of, I think the implication was that there's kind of an organization or something smart is doing this.
Is that Kaden? You could check your stuff. Oh, sorry. Yeah, good.
Yeah, that sounds like what happened.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks.
I think Caden had heard a rumor about the Dancers Guild.
The Dancers Guild?
Yeah, I forgot that I had that rumor.
Okay. What was that one?
Yeah, somebody said something about maybe they were taken and enslaved by the Dancers Guild.
Oh, really?
And sold.
Oh, man, I don't remember that one. Okay.
That was a private GM thing, I think.
It's something that Caden heard when he came into town.
Yeah.
Like at the tavern and stuff.
Okay.
Cool. Something, however, that Bera would know is that's kind of synonymous with the entertainment guild. Like,
okay,
the whole city is built on, I don't know what to compare it to, but maybe like a West LA starving artist kind of thing, where everybody's trying to get in on that scene, but it's also kind of controlled. Everything that happens in this town, some guild controls it and pulls the strings on it. So, Bera knows that somebody always kind of pulls the strings. The Wheelwright Guild, I think it is, are the most powerful. And it's sort of like these gangs that have these lairds at the head of them. The Entertainers Guild does have this reputation for like taking forced labor and slaves and foreigners and stuff and forcing them to work.
And who was the powerful one? The Wheelwrights Guild?
Yeah, I think that's right. They're basically the ones that, and the thing that they're known for is they take the stuff off the docks. The Wheelwrights Guild, yeah. They okay. But in reality, they're this kind of like overreaching, ubiquitous Teamsters union that like makes everything run, and you have to go through them to get anything done.
Okay. Cool.
Okay,
so right. Well, do you want to set the scene, or should we just jump into it?
Yeah, I'll set the scene.
Okay.
So, you all had made this big journey overland for weeks to get here, and made it through a mountain pass to the southwest of Zelkor's Ferry. The mountain ranges are helping to block some of the weather, but the Lyre Valley, as you have learned that it is called, is a place of its own many, many troubles. It seems like this entire region of Albion has kind of decayed into a state of balkanization and petty feudal baronies, and those have come prey to foreign raiders and monsters and things like that. You can see evidence of this as you travel in there. I'm not going to reveal this, but it kind of looked like this, like you started in this this mountain valley, and you traveled along a river until you finally got to a road, and so a whole 150 miles. Cool. Just after you get past the mountain range. So it's probably been a 300-mile journey of zigging and zagging now. And then at the intersection of this river and many roads is a grand, massive metropolis, that of Bard's Gate. And this will be kind of like the primary gameplay map, but this city is one where there isn't anything, a human activity you can imagine that you couldn't get involved in here. The humans are the monsters here. This whole place, there is so much going on. Nothing can't be bought or sold in Bard's Gate. And the city itself is this river trade city of merchant lairds who lord over massive guilds and organizations that war with one another for power. And it sits on this big river where there's an island and a huge bridge that it was constructed around. You all started out on the west side of the town, in one of the nicest parts of town, called the Merchant Quarter, and at one of the swankiest inns. And you received this job from Marinath, is what she called herself. She said she was a musician, and she wouldn't reveal any more than that. And you all made the decision to go and speak to speak to Hanley Grouse. You heard that Hanley Grouse is somewhere in the outer quarter overlooking the East Canal. So somewhere over on this end of town. And so you traveled. Whoa, no! No! Traveled to that wall, And you're currently hmm. It's been snowing outside also. The winter is less harsh here than it is in the far north. But snowfall continues. But it doesn't seem to stop trade and life in Bardsgate. And it's bearable, the cold. In fact, it's kind of beautiful. You had traveled across the bridge quarter and Turin's Well into the outer quarter to where this wall is because you had heard that there was a tavern here, and Marinath had agreed to pay for your stay here while you're working on this. And in fact, when you arrive at the Broken Camel Inn, and you meet Eos. I think you'd heard of Eos, Bara, but I don't think you know him. Did I? Was that right?
Yeah, I know the inn, but I don't think I know anybody personally in it. Is Eos the proprietor?
Eos is the proprietor of the Broken Camel. He's a Fornjotter, or at least maybe Germanic. He's not from Albion. He's a foreigner. And this isn't a place where a lot of Englishmen hang out, in fact. This is a place often where foreigners gather, merchants, people from other places. And the ale here, Caden, you can tell. Well, I guess you wouldn't know because you don't drink right now.
Right.
Yeah, but perhaps Vera would know by comparison to the Six Candles Inn that the ale here is essentially half water, half dirty water. But yet it's given at the same price. You can tell that the foreigners are treated better here. That being said, it's only a gold piece a night. However, somebody, Eos, has already been paid when you announce yourselves and you tell him who you are. He says that the rooms have been paid and your food for the day as well. So you also don't have to track food unless you depart the city.
Cool. Bara says, may I ask who paid for us? That's mighty kind. I just wonder, who was it who paid for us?
Sure. It was this woman that came in. Her name was Marinath, I believe.
Oh, well, that's kind of her. All right. I just nod at Caden and the others.
Have you ever met her before?
Marinath? No. She seemed to be one of the musicians from the Northern Ireland, from the college or one of those places. You know, they have all these musicians that occupy the center of the city. It's an entire industry here.
I see.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. That's fine. We'll just grab a meal then, and we'll have maybe just grab a seat and. Thank you kindly, Eos.
He shrugs.
Yeah. So I think we'd grab a spot that's sort of out of the way a little bit.
Yeah.
And Bara says, "Well, this is it. I think it's a comfortable place. I mean, it's got sort of central for the things we're looking for. So, um, I shrug, and I wonder, should we get to it tonight? What do you think? Or would you rather rest? I know you've all had a long journey.
I don't know how safe it is out at night in this town. With the things we heard.
That's
But
true.
we also may want to see if we can catch anybody out there. Maybe
Yeah.
try to steal some kids.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're gonna go look around at these guilds, that would be better for tomorrow. But yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, and also, same time, Henry Grouse, if he's a longshoreman, he's not going to be around in the day. So maybe it's better to go over there in the evening time.
Did we speak to him already? I thought we did last time.
I don't think so. We only talked to Lady Merrimath, and I don't think we've met him yet. She gave us the shoe of his daughter. I don't think we've met him.
Oh, okay.
So maybe, what do you think? Should we go there? Let's have a meal and go there and...
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember, Ross, if we spoke to him last time or not?
No, you did not.
Oh, okay. So I don't know why I thought we did.
Okay, Eos brings out just some, what is it that I looked this up. It's called something. Basically, it's old, like, dried up tubers and fruits and veggies and stuff, and they just put it in a pot, and they cook it, and that's how they can keep stuff through the winter. I can't, but it's like a soup.
Pottage?
Pottage, yes. So he
I
brings out some old pottage, and then pours salt into it so it can kill the taste.
Cool. I
And
think
some bread.
they just basically add whatever there is each day into this ongoing bucket, right?
Yeah, and that's how they can actually have, like, enzymes and fruits and veggies and stuff too.
Oh, wow.
Probably better than some of the stuff Caden has been actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt,
So this would not break your fast. You know, pottage is probably the kind of things that you survive on, and bread. But probably no oil or wine or anything considered indulgent. No meat. Anyways, they bring out, he has pottage and some crusty dried bread, and that's it. You do notice that some of the other patrons have far nicer meals.
Okay. I think Barra is he's just eating it like this is his normal kind of food, so he's just slurping it down and probably quietly listening to Caden and the others talk to each other.
Caden would probably even politely.
There are a multitude of patrons in here this evening, probably a dozen or more. They all look like they're from other lands. Many of them have dark or olive skin. They don't look like they're from the Isle of Albion. Some of them are clearly merchants or travelers. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think Barra will quietly wait until Caden tells him to go. Like, I think he's still kind of like a guide in a way. Maybe when we split off, I think he'll be more of an equal with Kate. Like they'll talk to each other, but he lets the rest of them eat. Alaric and Gerald, and just sort of quietly listens to all the things that they're talking about.
I wonder if Gerald actually got better food.
Right.
Being a foreigner.
Yeah, if anything, when Eos recognizes Gerald's accent, he probably spat in his food. You can sense some tension between them.
Oh, wow, okay.
How the Franks and the Germans or something.
Right. Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess we should go then. After we finish our meal.
Yeah, and maybe we just let's assume that Alaric and Gerald are going to go somewhere else and go down to the docks or something.
Okay. All right, that happens. You eat your meal, but where would you go?
Oh, do we have? I guess I thought that we got his address. Do we not?
No.
Oh, okay. Do I know where the Longshoremen's Guild is? If not, that's okay.
Where you know that he's somewhere within this quarter, in one of the small apartment type buildings that overlook the East Canal.
Okay. Well, I've done not the same kind of thing, but I've done similar stuff, Caden, and I think maybe the best thing to do is just get down to the docks where he works and start asking around. It might take some time.
Yeah, you think anybody will be there this time?
I don't know, but maybe we'll get lucky.
Yeah.
I know the area. You know,
Sorry,
How
go
far
ahead.
away is that?
If he's
might ask Eos as well, but go for it.
I don't think so. This is. I think you probably would need to ask somebody because the city's too big. Like there's no way to pinpoint that. If he works on the shoreline or in one of the canals, that's almost like the primary trade of the city.
Right. So it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I go to Eos then. Excuse me, sir.
Yes. How can I help you?
I know it's a long shot, but I'm gonna ask anyways. We're looking for a man named Henley Grouse. He's a longshoreman.
The Grouse family. You're looking for the Grouse family.
Yes, we are.
Oh, terrible thing what I heard happened to his family.
With Uella, right? His daughter?
Aye, yes. His daughter's missing. It's a terrible thing. Yes, Henley, what do you need him for? He comes here to drink sometimes, but I have not seen him for 2 days now.
Well, it's a long story, but it's got to do with his daughter. We don't have any. Can't help him yet, but we're trying to. You don't know anybody who might know where he lives, do you?
Oh, I know someone who knows where he lives.
Well, that's great.
Yes, it is me. I know where Henley lives. If you're trying to help find his daughter, then I'll try to help you. You can also roll a d20.
Okay. That was easier than. I think we didn't walk out the door, John. 3.
A 3.
Rolled under all my stats. My charisma's 5, by the way. So.
You know,
Yeah, mine's a 7, so.
I know that there are awful things that happen in the canals, and I know that people are taken all the time. But if you ask me, that grouse girl, poor little girl, I'd say she probably just fell in the canal and drowned.
Well, I'm gonna try to play as charisma 5 in it somehow. I think maybe we'll see how that starts to come out. I have no idea yet. Do you have something to say, Caden? I should just jump in.
No, Caden was still disabled, so.
Okay. Well, I don't really believe that, do you? She fell. All these people, all these kids going missing, and then Luella's the one who falls in the river. That seems like it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, it's just that something that doesn't make sense is Luella was a very smart, crafty girl, and I don't think that she was the sort that just would get in a boat with some strangers or would easily allow herself to get captured.
Well, they found her shoe. I mean, I don't think anybody's Well, you think they're getting taken? They're little, just children. I don't think they're volunteering to do whatever's happening.
Oh no, yes, I don't think they're volunteering. I just think Uella was more resourceful than that. It was just as likely some horrible accident in my opinion, but I'm just a simple man and a tavern owner. But Uella, she was a strong-spirited girl, and I have a hard time imagining anyone could capture her.
Well, I hope if she's alive, we'll find her. I hope. Then he just turns around. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Oh, yeah, he turns around and then he turns back to him and says, "Oh, right, where? So where does Henley live then?"
Henley's house. Yes. Well, you know, if you go, whoops, that's not it. Uh-oh. There we go. If you go down to, you'll be able to tell it from its smell, if you excuse what I'm saying. It's not that he smells, or his house, or his family, but there's that furrier, and one of those flanks again, Dubois Montagneau. Disgusting place. Stinks up this entire part of town. If you go down to the forest circle and head towards the bridge and then take a left, the tenement's on the East Canal. He lives in the third tenement from the bridge.
He just Barra remembers that, like, just he's got a great memory, so he's just like, okay, yeah, third tenement, blah blah blah. Great, well, thank you. And I think Barra doesn't have his he's not polite at all. He just turns around and just walks away. There's not a lot of polite that happens there. And he goes back to the table. Well, I got lucky. I know where Henley is. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Great.
Right.
As we're walking out, I explain that Eos actually knows him, and that well, he doesn't think that she got taken up or captured. He said she's too resourceful for that. But I mean, she's a kid. I mean, I think she's probably. I hope she's not taken, but
yeah.
I think we should try to be hopeful.
Did Meredith tell us where they found the shoe? I can't remember.
I think well, I'll tell you exactly what she said. She said that they, actually, she did not say.
Oh, okay. Well, we can ask the father.
Yeah, I think the only thing is that, it was he had to tear it from his wife's grasp. The only thing left of his daughter.
All right.
All right. Let's see here. So, where do you go? I will tell you kind of what you see around you, and I'll borrow there are things that you would know. You're currently moved the token in the wrong place. You are. Let me make sure I have this right. And you're in the wrong place. You're right here. I'm gonna make you smaller because these buildings are like sometimes specific things. Okay. And this is the Broken Camel Tavern and Inn. Okay. It's flush up against this this grand wall here. Around you, you can see probably the closest thing is that there is a courier service that you can see the opposite side of as you exit the tavern, on the opposite side of the wall, with the sign hanging catty-cornered off the edge. It says the Feathered Herald. It's a courier service. And then otherwise, it goes up into this intersection. You would know this is called Chase Avenue. And there are a few different businesses here. You would know that on Chase Avenue it leads into the Forest Circle, which he had mentioned. Yep. And then this is the East Canal.
Okay.
And that's the bridge.
So we head down there. I didn't write down the directions, but we head towards the bridge and then to the right to the third tenement. Is that what he said?
To the left, yeah.
Left? Okay. So it's like in there somewhere?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. It's hard to believe that's 1,500 feet, but that is the map scale. Cool. So it takes a while. John, you can roll a d6.
Okay. Oh, 6. Nice.
All right.
Encounters.
Yep. As you approach what they call the Forest Circle, you can. Sorry.
I'm here.
You can see a hanging sign there in the Forest Circle. Although it's snowing, the buildings here have a kind of. It looks crazy here, and it looks kind of like. I don't want to say a junkyard, but it looks like it's not maintained like a city. And there are, despite it now being dark or getting dark, there are, I forgot what you call it, but the wooden things like 2 tripods put together that hold a bunch of hides for sale.
Okay.
And are probably frozen. Some of them are probably ruined and they've just been left out. There's a sign hanging here that says the Second Skin. And then this place does in fact smell terrible. The sign here says, well, there is no sign, but you can tell that this place is where furriers gather. And people bringing furs into the city, and then leather working happening, which is probably the boiling is what makes it so nasty.
This is what Ao said around here. I think it must be the tenements over there. He said there was the furriers and it smelled awful, so come on. Let's move past it.
Okay. Whoops. Just past the bridge, you see a line of tight apartments in 2 layers overlooking the East Canal. You have to go up some old wooden rickety steps to get to the main level, and you see the little apartment overlooking the canal that is the third one in. It has a thin, ramshackle old wooden door.
I think this is it. I sort of gesture with my hand to let you take the lead.
Yeah, I think Caden will go up and knock on the door.
All right. The door suddenly swings open. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah. For Caden, since he.
Yeah. Nice.
Is that 18? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's hard to keep up, isn't it? Because old school essentials, you roll low.
Yeah, I've been doing different systems.
Yeah, it's fun to do different systems, but it's. I'm starting to feel like the diverse dice stuff in OSE is not ideal. This one's really nice. You only ever have to do one thing.
Yeah, DCC has the dice chain.
That's fun. That's just fun, goofy craziness on that.
Right.
Let's see here. Trying to find the right thing for this. Maybe. So you open the door and you dodge out of the way, and suddenly somebody has some kind of household implement that they try to slam down in fear, there's a woman standing at the door. She tries to hit you with something, and she swings it like, "Get out! Get out!" Holds it up to you in fear.
I need to talk to Henley. We've been sent to find out what happened to your daughter.
Hey, I already told the guild. I don't know where Henley is. I don't know.
What's happened? Has he been missing?
My daughter. My daughter? Who are you people? What do you want from me? I didn't do anything. This is a misunderstanding.
A woman named Arabath sent me.
Arabath? I don't know who that is.
No, Marineth.
Marineth? What guild do you work for?
I'm from out of town. I'm with the church.
Which church?
The Church of the Light.
She's like confused. I
don't know. We just got into town, and this woman, she came to us and offered us a job. Yeah, we took it. So.
Oh.
We really just want to find out what happened to all the children.
Bar has been kind of lurking in the darkness a little bit because he doesn't want to intimidate her or anything, but he shuffles forward now and says, "We only mean we're only here to help, Mrs. We're not part of any guild. We got no affiliations. We were contacted by this lady because she knew that this Caden here, he's a hero. He's a hero from the east."
I wouldn't say that, but I brought
he is.
people here from Zelkor's Ferry with my friends.
Adventurers from out of town. Who would have... I don't have much money, sir. And she gets out of purse and she says...
No.
I saved... this was going to be for her reading lessons, but...
keep your money.
No, we don't need it.
No,
we're just here to help. But, Miss...
She starts to weep.
I look away. I don't know what to do.
His low charisma. He doesn't really know what to do.
Yeah. Both of us are
very
terrible.
Antisocial.
Yeah, we do not console her whatsoever. We just wait.
He just kind of tries to pat her on the shoulder awkwardly.
And just grunting a little bit, and then, Miss, you said you already said everything to the guild. What guild are you talking about? Who came? Who came and asked you about your daughter?
Let's see. Just want to make sure that I have it right. Oh, his where Henley works. They didn't come asking about my daughter. They came asking about my husband. Let's see here. Where is it? Guilds.
Caden will say, well, can we come in out of the cold and talk to you inside your house?
Oh, yes, of course. She invites you in. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Glass Glower Caretakers. Dock Workers Guild. The Dock Workers Guild. Just making sure. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Yeah, she says, yes, the person that pays him, they came and asked why he hadn't showed up and received his pay or worked. I haven't seen Henley in several days. I think that he went trying to find our daughter.
Oh my. Well,
that's dangerous.
Did he give any hints about where he might go?
Well, yeah.
Bar's looking around their place, just like, he's just like looking around at everything. It's just like, what's their house like? And feels a bit awkward being in someone else's house like this. Pretty clear that this isn't normal for him to be invited into a house like this.
She had gotten into some trouble at home. It wasn't anything serious, but so she was going to go do chores. And the sun went down, but she never came back. I think she was taken at night. So
Where did you find the shoe?
The
Yeah, he brings up the shoe. It's like, we were given this.
the other side of, or this side of the canal on the other side of the bridge. She went to go empty the chamber pots, and she points just on the other side of the bridge. She had crossed the bridge to empty them over near Turlin's Well into the canal, and then I just found this. That's all I found.
Right by the canal?
Yes, right by the water.
I'm curious, how did you give the shoe to somebody?
Oh, she says, no. Well, my husband took it.
Ah, interesting.
And he gave it too. So how did... Did your...
Yeah.
Did your husband say... I mean, I would guess he was going to go back to the place where Uella followed her tracks, I guess, right? Did he say anything else?
Oh, I'm so worried about him.
We'll find him.
Yeah, I knew that he hoped to wait and watch at night along the canals to see, since she went missing at night near the canal. He was going to watch, and he mentioned speaking to the river folk near the docks, in the east docks, because, well, I don't mean to speak ill of anyone, sir, but, you know, they do have a bit of a reputation. And their boats, they're the ones responsible for the boats that can travel through these canals. But then he never came back.
Right. So how many days ago did your daughter disappear? And how many days ago did Henley left a couple days ago, you said?
It must have been four days ago.
I look over at you, Caden.
Well, I think maybe we should go try to do what he did. See who shows up.
Yeah. My lady, Mrs. I know kids get into all kinds of different trouble, and I got into all kinds of trouble when I was young. But so there's no embarrassment about this. But you said your daughter was got into some trouble or something.
Oh, she just hadn't done her chores around the house, so I punished her by having her do it in the evening, and instead of getting her dinner.
Oh
And
my
she-
God! I'm
she
sorry about
cries.
that.
Oh, don't worry, it's not your fault.
Oh God! I feel
The light will lead us to her.
She
I look over at her
glowers
like-
at you when you say that kind of religious platitude.
Yeah.
Farrah goes quiet too, like.
Except Caden kind of he really made it.
Yeah, yeah. Caden just means it though.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like that. The religious stuff. Okay, we'll do what we can. Is there anything else? I mean, we'll come back and we'll let you know anything we find. But do you know of any other people whose children gone missing or anything like that might help us out?
You can roll a d20 and you can add 1.
Okay, and you know what? We should give her back the shoe too, hey? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. I think we should give her back the shoe. I got a 4.
Trying to think of any reason we would leave it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Do you?
No, maybe like if we see her, we could give her the shoe. Maybe she'll trust us. I don't know.
I don't think we're gonna get by. Kaden and Bara aren't gonna do this through their charms. We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
But giving her the shoe might be nice. So I got a 4 total, Ross.
Okay, she holds the shoe and she says, I had heard about girls going missing. Oh, and it's so much worse. I'd heard that they all went missing at night running errands. It's just that... Oh, Uella is such a strong-willed girl. I feared for anyone trying to kidnap her. I don't think that she would ever allow someone to do that within an inch of her life.
Bara doesn't say anything about that. He's afraid of saying something that's going to be offensive, so he just keeps his mouth shut and looks over at Kaden desperately for him to fill in.
Well, I don't know what he was trying to say.
Yeah. There's an awkward silence then, I guess, as she says this. Well, I guess we'll get going then and try to work this out for you.
She holds the shoe up to her face in painful, desperate, loving memory.
Okay. The door closes. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, Kaden. I mean, I can think about stuff. I know directions and all that, but when it comes to talking, oh boy, that's awkward. That's uncomfortable stuff. I really feel for her, though.
Yeah,
I really feel
awful.
for her.
It is now quite dark. Kaden, you can roll a d6.
It finally happened to one.
Yeah. I imagine we are walking down. We're going to cross the bridge, I think, and go down there, hey?
We're probably about to get bugged.
Yeah. So that would be our route, I think, right, Kaden, is to go down across the bridge down to where she was, across the water?
Yeah.
And then you can roll a d20.
Here we go. Random encounter city style. 10. Nice and middling.
10.
If anything bad happens, you're gonna have to hold your own, Kaden.
Yeah, well, I have a magic mace, so...
I have armor class 9 and 4 hit points. 9,
Yeah.
as in 1 worse than 10.
We might have to run.
Sometimes I'll have to kind of go a little bit slow, as this is not nearly quite as easy as the Rapanathic one, so
Yeah, absolutely. Take your time, Ross.
I appreciate that.
I imagine that Bara is shuffling alongside Kaden and looking up at him, and I think there's a little bit of what'd you call it, like he's walking with a hero, kind of like he's never been with somebody like this before.
Yeah.
And up until this point, he's been more of like the guide and just kind of quietly shuffling along, but he's really. Go ahead.
It's making Caden really uncomfortable.
Yeah. He's like, looking up at you like you're just this amazing person.
I think, Caden, you can roll another d6. This time I will also roll one.
3d6 bandits.
I got a 6 this time.
In the alley, in the snow, in the dark, Caden, as you come around, you see a figure clad in mail and fur and holding a shield and sword. And let's see.
Does he look familiar?
You can't tell in the dark. but he looks at you and he says, what's your charisma score?
7.
7. He looks at you and he says, snooping around this late at night.
Go ahead, Kaden.
Yes, who are you?
He draws his blade and points it at you and he says, remove everything you have on you.
Okay, should we do a little check-in? Should we do a little pre-encounter chat?
Yeah,
What do you think?
do you want to see anybody else? Just him?
Just him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you could take him, but I don't know if that's...
Oh man, if Caden dies like this, okay, we'll see.
You know what? It's your call. I have this character has 2 hours of roleplay in him and literally 50 XPs, so it's your call.
Let's see. I wonder what Caden has on him. Like all his clothes and everything he's asking for.
Yeah, he's saying take off everything, all your equipment, your clothes, take everything off.
Caden's gonna pull out his mace and be like, I don't think so.
All right. How many hit dice do you have? Or what's your level?
3.
You have 3 levels, 3 hit dice. All right. When he sees the mace, you can see a crooked grin, and he charges to attack you. You can roll a d6.
No.
Okay. I'll be in there.
3.
Let's do it.
He's able to attack first. He swings.
You have any spells, Mara?
I have shield right now.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
All right. It swings over your head, and you dodge out of the way, and you're able to attack. You have to beat an armor class 13.
Okay.
Nope.
Bara's just like, and just instinctively, desperately, he pulls out this little knife he has at his side and just tries to stab him.
All right.
However he can. Here we go. Come on. Nope.
All right. Roll a d6 again, Caden.
Swirling melee. 13, Nick.
He's able to attack again. A 13 doesn't hit?
Nope.
All right. You can both attack again.
Okay. Can I try to...
I rolled a 1.
Oh no. Can I try to tackle him to the ground?
Sure. Make a strength save.
Because I'm not exactly like a fighter, so he just like barrels into him. And okay, I'll do a strength check. So this is
now it'll have negative consequences if you fail your save, but you have to beat him, and then we'll see what happens with the save.
Okay, so
what's your strength?
Under my strength?
Over. So you roll a d20 to get over your strength. Yeah.
Or is it your saving throw?
I'm sorry, your
bonus?
saving throw. You roll a d20 to get over saving throw. Okay. Add your strength modifier.
Well, my strength is my second best attribute at an 11. 11 is my second best. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You tackle him and knock him to the ground. Actually, he loses his next turn. What do you all want to do?
I'm just gonna start pummeling his face.
All right. He lost his turn, so you can pummel him.
What are you doing, Ian?
I'll give you a +4 to hit.
Well, I'll probably probably harder for me to hit him.
I will say for Caden, it's a +4 to hit, in addition to whatever your strength is. For Bara, you automatically hit, but it does a D2 plus strength.
Okay.
Okay, I'll roll.
My priority would be to get on top of him, actually. Like, it's less about hitting him and more about keeping him on the ground.
Okay.
So
I'll give him a chance to get out of it next time, basically. But he lost his chance this turn.
Caden's gonna try to knock him out.
Okay, so I'll just roll to hit. Oh, I automatically hit, right?
Oh, is that a nat 20? It is.
You both got a nat 20. All right, so you can roll.
I don't think you rolled.
You can do a D2 plus strength, and then.
Oh, okay.
You did, Caden. I got 5 damage.
Yeah.
I did 1 damage.
And you are saying this is subdual damage, is that right?
for me it
Yeah,
is.
for me it is.
All right.
Because Caden doesn't want to kill the guy.
All right.
Smash one on the side of the head with your mace.
He's gonna try to get out of this. This guy's, you can tell he's pretty competent actually, and he seems determined to fight. At least that's how things are going so far. You all can attack him again.
Like, who sent you?
Yeah.
Doing the interrogation thing.
Yeah, this is like ground fighting, you know, like somebody, they're tumbling, you're trying to hit him too.
Right.
Yeah.
Bara thinks this must be one
19.
of those people, but he's also in like serious defense mode, like, and he's just on top of him and beating on him. So I'll roll to hit, or am I rolling to keep him on the ground?
I'm just giving him an opportunity to save against that each round, but he failed, so you can roll a D2 plus strength.
I hit him for 2 damage.
I did another 1.
All right, and then I'm going to give him a chance to try to get out of it again, and he passes, and you feel the air knocked out of you, Bara, as you're kicked in the solar plexus and knocked back across the street, and he stands up. Now that I'll also say that was his turn, and Caden, you can keep fighting this round.
Okay, I'm on the ground just coughing.
Caden's gonna be like, who sent you? 13 hit.
13 hits.
3 damage.
All right. At this point, seeing how this is going, he's going to make a morale check, and he passes. So he's going to keep fighting. Let's see. Roll a d6, Caden, and then you're back up this turn, Bara.
Okay.
All right. You guys can act first.
Okay.
I missed that tab.
So he's got a sword, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna try to grab. I guess I have these things with me. I've got these darts, which seems kind of weird for this guy right now. I'm just gonna run at him with my dagger and try to put it up against his neck or something. Even though, no, you know what? That's not what he would do. I'm gonna try to tackle him again and try to get him on the ground.
All right. Same thing. So, like, you know, you got to pass your save, but also you got to beat him.
Yeah. 19.
You do both magnificently. You knock him to the ground. He
Wow.
loses his turn. You all can do an attack.
I mean, Bara is brawny and not very dexterous, so I imagine. Oh no! I imagine he wants to stay in close. Like when he pushes up, Bara's still staying there and grabbing onto his leg and then throwing him to the ground.
This is a desperate, grappling battle in the snow. Except this guy wants to use his sword, and you all are actually being humane. All right, so you do another 2 damage. He is able to kick you off again, though, on his next turn. So you guys are just like grappling and everything, and you're trying to knock him out, slipping and sliding, sweat, down beneath you.
Caden misses the dungeon.
And then let's see. Caden, roll a d6, and then I'm also going to do another morale check because things are going way worse.
Help!
6.
6. All right, you're able to act first. He passes his morale check. He's still determined to try to end you all, but you do 7 subdual damage. So that's 21 subdual damage, which is half. So it doesn't go over. It doesn't kill him. So what happens is he keeps getting tackled by Bara, and then a second time he kicks Bara off. Bara slides across the ground in the snow, and then he stands up and starts coming for Bara, and then just crack, and then gets cracked with a mace across the back of the head, and then crumples unconscious to the ground. You now have an unconscious person on the ground.
Oh, nice one, Caden. Holy shit! I run over and I roll him over. I think he's just like covered. I'm soaking wet, covered in wet snow.
Caden's gonna check him to make sure he's alive.
He is alive.
Yeah, and then he's gonna check his pockets. Pull stuff out of him. We'll see what's in there.
Okay, he's got a long sword, a dagger, shield, actually, let me make a crazy roll here. Nope. Okay.
3,000 gold and gems.
I have to check some stuff.
He's pretty well equipped to be a common thief.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. It's, out of character. It seems like it might be a random encounter, but I think that Barra definitely thinks this is a hint. This is one of the. This is where what's happened. Actually, I don't know. We'll have to find out. Maybe Barra's familiar enough of the city to know that this is quite common. I don't know.
Yeah, this is something that's clear is this is no mere mugger. This person is in fact very well equipped.
Okay. I share that with Caden then. This isn't your average pickpocket, Caden.
Yeah, I wonder if he's with those silver lamp dudes.
The adventurers?
Yeah, who knows? Bilbo. I feel like they're in on this.
Oh my god. I'm over my head at this. I only came in to be a guide. I can't handle that, Caden.
Like, Caden doesn't really know. He's got an intelligence 5, so...
You intelligence 5?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What's your wisdom?
16.
Okay, well, I'm the intelligent one. You're the wise one. I got 13.
Yeah, I don't even think one of the things of note is it's not like 5th edition where every 2 numbers is an entire plus or minus 1, right? So like I think with most of these the maximum range is actually plus or minus 1. I think.
Yeah, it's true.
So you're not like a complete idiot that
right.
Like in 5e if you have 5 intelligence that means you're on the borderline of being sapient.
Yeah, you're
it
like
literally
a
says
goblin.
that. Yeah, no, like if you have 4 intelligence, you are not sapient. You're not a thinking being. That is not the case here. You can have 2 intelligence or whatever. I guess your minimum is 3, and you're still not a complete moron. Like So, I only offer that to say whatever is fun for you all. Please do not feel bound by just numbers. Yes. Okay. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure that I understand this.
Yeah, no rush. Savoring the imagery of it all. I mean, that's the cool thing about going with less people too, is you can kind of take your time with each round.
Yeah, you can roleplay a little bit more.
Yeah. But I can just imagine in the dark, these two out in the wet snow, rolling this guy over, his soaking wet furs.
Especially in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Here we go. This is what I needed.
I don't think we'd survive Raphanathic with 2 people, though.
What's that? Oh, yeah, that would be... I don't know what I'm going to do when we get back with I think, well, we'll see if I'll switch between Barra and Flanagan or what will happen. If Barra lives, I should say.
Yeah.
I also like being a magic user that's not the stereotypical magic user, like someone who is wrestling. You wouldn't go, oh, it's a wizard.
I love that too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And actually, someone was talking about that. I was chatting. Like, there's this idea that, like, well, I rolled bad with everything but intelligence. I should be a magic user. And I think especially in Swords and Wizardry, that's not true at all. Like, you should, if you roll high con and strength, like, make a magic user, Or actually dexterity would be actually a really good stat for a magic user. Because you're going to get spells. You're just not going to be able to attain... Like, I think the 9th level spells, you have to have a certain level of intelligence. I don't know if I'm mixing that up with another game. But I think I was seeing, like, you can't cast Wish unless you have a minimum of 18 intelligence or something.
Yeah, I think my limit is maybe level 6 or something. But
yeah, so you're talking about, like, way ahead, like, stuff.
Yeah,
so.
It's years of role-playing to get there.
Yeah, because it almost doubles every time.
Your intelligence anyways, right? So...
What'd you say?
But then you might find something that raises your intelligence anyways.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about really powerful stuff by the time you're level 10.
Yeah.
So,
So my
okay.
maximum spell is
Yeah,
7.
Caden's almost level 4.
Oh, this is so creepy.
But level 10 Caden is 240,000 XPs. You almost have 6,000.
Yeah. Yep.
It's wild. I love it though. I love it being unattainable like that.
So, you find a symbol. This probably seems kind of generic, but let me get this. We defeat.
I like the music.
Yeah.
Skull.
It really fits.
So, the symbol that you find on his cloak, his cloak pin, is that of a skull. Neither of you know what this means.
Okay.
Oh,
What kind of metal is it made out of?
Probably what's it called? What is
Skeeter?
the two parts of
Tin?
tin? Yeah.
Cool, okay. I filled in 2 words for you tonight.
where is it?
Yeah, thank you for
Prodigy.
that. I always appreciate that. It's on his. It's a cloak pin. It's on his chest.
Yeah, Caden will take it.
All right. What do you
Does he
think?
have anything else that's
I was gonna say, Caden will get borrow the other stuff. The
I
long
can't-
sword and stuff.
Oh, thanks. I take it politely.
You can carry it.
Sure. I don't know what to do with it, but I'll carry it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, you have Bar. You have a dagger, a long sword, and a shield.
Okay. So is there anything else on this person? Does the pin, or is there a purse that has anything like a key, like where they might to wherever their quarters are, or what else? Or even like their clothes, are they of a certain kind of class of person?
It looks like this person came out here in these streets ready to fight and do battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so they're not carrying a bunch of stuff. I will say, you also find 2 to 4 so 2 to 4, 2 to 4. I'll give you how much money he was carrying. So that's something that he probably has, like a purse, a coin purse.
Right.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Apart from that, what do you do with this guy? And otherwise, meantime, like, what's your plan
Right.
with this guy? Yeah.
I was planning to just leave him there.
Well, you know what? He's
We could tie him up and see what he knows.
right. I think we should ask him. I mean, I don't know what this skull is, but if this is one of the people, I mean, this is the best lead maybe anybody's had, Caden. And
It's probably heavy.
Yeah, I'll just start dragging him off the street, at least into off the side of the road.
Okay. You find 50 silver pieces and 115 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh.
That's wow.
What do we do with this? As I'm pulling him off to the side, and you're looking at that.
Yeah, we should keep it.
Roll another d6, Caden.
Get hectic if you roll a 1. Okay. I don't have any rope, or do you have anything you can tie him up with?
Yeah, I got rope.
Do you? Okay. So I'll help you tie him up. Maybe just like pull him into an alley, and I mean, if guards come by, or what are they called? The brownies come by. I don't know what we'll say, but let's see what we can do here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be bad.
So is the plan to tie him up and wait till he awakens in order to try to get information from him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to wake him up, maybe.
He awakens and he groggily looks and then he draws some saliva and he spits at you.
Yeah, who sent you?
Who sent you?
Yeah.
Who sent me? Oh yeah, your mother.
My mother. No, she didn't
Not
send
very
me.
nice.
I show him the pin, and I say, we got a pretty good idea who you are and where you're coming from. If you don't start talking, tell us what's going on. Confirm what we already know. You're gonna be talking to the brownies. You're gonna be in maybe for the rest of your life.
Oh no, the brownies. You know, maybe you should go get some. Bring them here now.
Caden, maybe we should just roll him into the river then.
Yeah, maybe we should.
I'll make a save to see if he believes you.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him.
He failed.
I don't know.
So.
Lars doesn't know if he's gonna roll him in the river. Honestly,
right?
Like,
when you say that, he's like, "Wait! No, don't do that."
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, children are going missing, and as far as we know, they're getting put in the river. I could care less about you compared to some of these kids, fella. So, I mean, even if you make something up, but you better start telling some kind of story. And I haul on his back and start pulling him down the slope towards the edge of the...
No, please stop. And he says, let's see.
I don't know what Caden thinks of that.
I mean, as long as that's a bluff, he's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a bluff.
It's the cult. It's the cult. Of course it is. You know it is. You know it is from the skull. What else can I tell you? It's the slaver cult.
Yeah, and so why would you join something like that, you fool?
He spits some of the blood out of his mouth. He says, "I can feel that you took my coin purse. I think you know."
Yeah, he's in it for the money.
I think you got to tell us one more thing before we let you go.
Yeah, where are you guys? Where's your base?
He looks around. He says, actually, let me check this. 25. He's obviously trying to delay this, too, as best he can.
Yeah. You know,
what are you delaying for? Is somebody else coming?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think, as this is happening on the riverfront, you're trying to do this, I think also you can roll a 20, a d20, a saving throw. Make a saving throw. But it's, a 3. Okay.
Oh, that's a fail.
I'll get back to the 3 in a second.
Okay.
But he says, the forest gate. I'll make you a deal. I'll tell you where the base is. You walk with me to the forest gate. Tell the guards that I need to leave the city. If I stay in the city and tell you where the base is, they'll kill me.
Yeah.
I look over at you. This is more your...
I don't know if Caden believes it or not. I guess, yeah. We can try that.
All right, let's see here. You got, on a 20, a 3.
I don't know, can I roll something to see if I believe it?
Let's see, where's my stuff?
Like, was he convincing?
No, I don't think there's not like a sense motive or anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the fiction. But you know, like, I won't bury the lead either. So it's obvious he's trying to delay it, but probably, you need to get the information soon. And in fact, something happens because he's trying to like kind of delay it. And let me see here. Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
I was just going to say one thing we could do, Caden, is let him go and follow him as well. But that might be too late.
Well, yeah.
Like even if he doesn't leave, well, if he's volunteering the information, I don't know. He might lie to us and go, but I still think we could. If he's lying, we follow him.
I think he's leaving us somewhere for a reason.
Yeah.
Stuff is so poorly organized. I needed this. It is not a skull. This is what I was trying to get. It's two hands that are bound together with wire.
Oh my god.
That's the symbol.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
As a 10 symbol. And then you hear metallic boots and hoof prints some ways off. I'll show you kind of where you hear it.
Do you think that's the brownies?
You hear it off here at this square, but it's coming closer at that intersection.
Okay, metallic boots. Is that something distinguishable? Is this like a...
Yeah, it sounds like you hear the hooves and the neighing of horses and stuff and the cold air. But then people dismounting and you hear clink, 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 you know.
We should have off.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, take him with us.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get him out of here.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I whisper to you, let's cut him free and just follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Should we do that? I mean, because I don't think we're going to be able to get out of here hauling. He might start yelling, and
if he starts going toward the hooves, we're probably not going that way.
Well, we just stay at a distance, hide behind the walls, and see what happens. I don't know. I mean, it might fail, but we did learn something. We learned there's a slaver cult. I don't know.
Yeah.
Caden, you can roll a d6.
I think we should let him go. That's my vibe.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. So you're gonna try to cut him free.
Should we cut him free, or should we just leave him here tied up? If we cut him free, then he might run, and then we can follow him. If we leave him tied up, they're the cops. They might take him in, and then we can't follow him, right?
You only have a few seconds to decide.
Yeah, we'll cut him free.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're lucky. People are coming.
He laughs at you, you know, when you cut him free and he starts to run off. He's laughing. He makes it about this far and then stops and slides in the snow. And he's like, no, wait. And then like these figures in plate mail start to come into this circle. Okay. They don't see you.
We're trying to hide.
Yeah, we stay well back. Are these streets lit?
Not very well. Like, they're pretty dark.
So we can't tell if it's one of those guys. Okay.
So
is there anything distinctive about their plate mail, or?
It's too far in the dark.
Okay.
Does the guard wear plate mail?
The guard?
The brownies?
The brownies or whatever they're called, the town militia.
I would say no. Yeah, plate mail indicates that it's somebody real fancy.
Oh my god.
I think we better get out of here.
No. We didn't do anything. I'm actually gonna inch a little closer and stay under a roof, just in the shadows. I'm going to take a risk here. You don't have to come with me, Caden, if you don't want. But I mean, Bar is wearing old clothes. He shuffles. He's used to kind of not being noticed in the city. So I'm willing to take a risk. You stay back, I say.
Okay.
I can get a little closer, and I try to just act like just someone who's sitting who's begging or something.
Okay. Make a dexterity save.
Okay. I'm not going to get... Okay, dexterity, great. I'm not going to try to get right up in their face, but I want to be close enough that I could maybe overhear if they're shouting.
Right.
And I failed the dexterity save.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Okay. 5.
5. All right, you get close enough. It's clear that they see you, but before they're able to act about your presence, you see something about them. The first thing you see is a woman in plate mail, but a very large and muscular one. She has slammed this person against the wall, who now is, without weapons or armor, slammed him by the throat against the wall, and you hear him gurgle as he's choked, and his windpipe is being crushed, and she's like, tell me now where the children are. Tell me, and you can die quickly. And then he just like gurgles in desperation to try to respond, and she slams him back against the wall, and you can hear the sickening crack of bones in his head and stuff, and he's just being like pummeled. He does say, you do hear him say, he says, sorry, let me find it. He says,
This is different.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I didn't expect this at all.
he says, slavers, wait. Ribs and chains for the master. And then she just like crushes his windpipe and kills him and drops him in the snow.
Okay. Bera just turns like he's someone who's just an urchin on the street. He just turns and just sort of walks away.
And then they draw their blades out and they're like, you stop where you are.
I didn't see nothing. I just was walking. I don't know who you are. I don't care. I'm not even. And I close my eyes and turn away. I didn't see nothing. And I just try to walk away without.
All right, let's do a reaction roll. Oof. They say, no member of the Beggars Guild would be out at this hour. You are up to no good, and you will submit to our authority. The light cleanses all. And
Aiden will come out now.
God.
Oh.
He has his holy symbol. He wears it openly, so.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's not too bad.
Well, he hears the light, and he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, I think it's super cool that you're gonna, for Caden to encounter these zealots, right? It's awesome.
You come out, you see that they have crushed the throat of this man who lays slumped on the floor, who is begging for his life. They have blades drawn against Bera. What do you do?
I can walk up to them. Say, hello, brothers. We're out seeking to do the light's work. We're looking for the same children that you are.
The remainder of the people in plate mail take their helms off, and they're all women. And they, the one woman that crushed the person's windpipe says, "We are no brothers," and she
sisters,
like leers at you
me.
suspiciously.
Forgive me, sisters. The light has sent me to the town, clearly to help find these children.
She rushes up and grabs you by your chest, like roughly, and is like, "Who are you? Where are you from?"
Brother Caden, I come from Zelkor's Ferry.
Zelkor's Ferry? That place has sunk into the river ages ago.
Well, my friends and I have been working to make sure that it doesn't do that. We are adventurers. We went down into Rafamafik several times. We're trying to establish a church in Zelkor's Ferry.
Why are you out this late?
We're out looking for the children. We thought maybe we could catch one of the perpetrators in the act.
Like him?
Yes, he attacked us.
They look at each other. and then she lets go, and she says, "Very well. Until we can assess the truth of what you speak, you'll have to understand that some level of suspicion is necessary in this city."
Yes, I see.
I'm sorry, I should have been using my French accent. She's French. Or was raised in France anyways, just like...
Oh, we're terrible
Gerald.
with it.
I know, keep running into French people, right? Let's see here. Let me see if I can not butcher it too bad. She says, I am Jeanette Hollycroft. No, I'm still doing German. I'll do it later. It's too hard right now. Jeanette
It's okay.
Hollycroft. And I am the dame of the what are they called? Oh, it's so hard.
The Sisters of Battle. No.
Precisely. Basically, the Order of the Iron. I am the leader of the Order here. Our purpose is to hunt down the cults, especially the cult of the God of Death. But there's all kinds of evil in the city, and young women have been kidnapped.
What was that guy? Henley?
Yeah.
We spoke to Henley about his daughter, the most recent one to go missing. His wife. He has apparently gone missing as well.
She makes the symbol of the light, and then says,
His daughter.
Huh?
You said Caden, you said his wife went missing. Or maybe you meant his daughter, I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We have searched everywhere in the city to try to find the missing girls, but we have not been able to find them. I suspect they have been taken underground in the black market, most likely.
But Bear is still being really quiet. I think this is totally a Order of the Light thing going on, and Bear is just like keeping as quiet as possible and not trying to bring attention to himself. So you go ahead, Caden.
Yeah, followers of the God of Death. We've encountered some of those in Zelkor's Prairie.
You have encountered cultists of the God of Death to the northeast.
Yes, they seem to be interested in Rapanatic.
Oh, light, protect us. Well, one problem at a time. What proof can you give me? Forgive my suspicion, but you do not understand what we face in this city.
I wonder what kind of proof he could give.
You've got that mace. I mean,
I wonder if you recognize this mace.
Yeah, you hold up the mace, and as I said, the mace is inlaid with old high, the language prior to High Woldish. It would be like proto Old English, for us.
Yeah, if he was a servant of chaos, I don't think he'd be able to hold that.
Yeah, and it has I can't remember the saint's name off the top of my head that I'd sent you, but it has his name on it. It's obviously a holy relic, and in fact, maybe I could just glance real quick.
Yeah, I forgot to write it down.
I maybe put it in the chat instead.
It wasn't in the roleplay, I believe.
Yeah, because horns. Yeah, I put it in roleplay. So, anyways, though, she recognizes this, and that's she says, "You bear a holy relic of the Army of Light."
Well, see, it says Saint Cygnus.
Saint Cygnus, yeah. Who I believe I said was a companion of note, Sir Boffred.
I think Vera notices your mace for the first time, but now that it's not swinging at someone's head, and he's just totally enthralled at this entire conversation. Like, this is way above his level, it feels like to him. He's just taking it all in and also remembering every detail.
By what way have you come across this holy relic?
Oh, it was in Raphanathic, locked up inside of a cabinet warded against for chaos.
Very well.
They had obtained it somehow.
She offers her hand. The Order of Iron will help you. But why are you here in Bard's Gate if you are a servant of Zelkor's Ferry and the Forest of Hope?
Huh.
You helped a bunch of people travel back. That's
I
why
led many people here. A perilous journey across the mountains.
If you don't mind me saying, ladies, I think he's guided by the light himself. I've been with him for long enough to see. It's the fates and destinies themselves are guiding this man. And then he gets kind of quiet again. If you don't mind me saying, and he kind of gets quiet again.
Oh, this man is my guide.
I see. Well, if you'll work with us, the strictures of our orders prevent us from any sort of deception. We must walk in the light. We take that literally. And as such, we've only been waiting near the water's edge. We can't infiltrate the black market or the slavers' district.
Well, maybe my friend here, the guide, maybe he could help.
Maybe I can. May I ask, ladies, what is the why can you not infiltrate? You can't find the place. The man just said, do I know of this place, the Slavers? He said Slavers Way, right? Ribs and chains.
So he gurgled out two things, and you could even mention this, but but he said Slaver's Way,
yeah,
in the black market, and then he said ribs and chains for the master.
For the master, right? Do I know? Is any of that familiar to me? Like, is there a black market that I know of? Is there a Slaver's Way place that I know of, or anything like that?
The master is sort of like I'd compare it to something like, in our world, something shadowy like
Satan.
More like QAnon or something. More like
okay.
What's another one? What's that weird place all the politicians meet at? So I don't know. Something the normal person has heard of, but you wouldn't have direct experience with, is this kind of like shadowy cabal. That's what this is. The master is that, or like.
So it's like something a zealot might say before they die, or something. Like dying words.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it might be a password too.
It could be.
Ribs and chains for the master. Ribs and chains.
Maybe he thought if he said that they would. Maybe he thought they might be in on us or something.
So that's one thing. And is there the black market? Do I know where the black market is, or is that just sort of a general, like, back to us, like the dark web of Bard's
yeah,
Gate?
right.
Kind of everywhere.
It is. It's like the dark web. You wouldn't know where it is, but it has to be subterranean, and it's somewhere under the market district. Now, I'm pan over here. The market district itself is a mile wide. So, like, it's somewhere in there underground. But even then, another problem with it is that as far as the underground, if it exists and if it's in a certain place, it would probably be very well guarded, and you can't just walk. One does not simply walk into the underground.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So I didn't see where you pinged the marketplace district. Where was that at?
You know that the marketplace district is on the far southwest edge of town.
Okay, cool.
And it's like a full mile wide across. That's where you started at.
Well, I ladies and Sir Caden, I did overhear some of the things that he said before he died. It could be that ribs and chains is a password or something. And if you don't mind me saying, I think you're all the standout kind of people who would get into any black market. I mean, as someone like me, I might have a better chance if I had some kind of reason, if I had something that I was selling that people might be interested in. Now, I don't have anything that I could sell, but I've been lived here long enough that I can pass myself off as somebody who's lived here long. That's all I got.
We took this pin off of him.
What's that?
This pin we took off of him might help.
Oh, you're saying one of us should disguise ourselves as a cult of a slaver god? Suppose I could. I don't know how many of them there are, though. If they recognize, go, well, you're not one of us.
Huh.
But I mean, it could work. I think. I just wonder.
I don't know what other leads we have, but
yeah.
You said something about the forest gate. Where is the forest gate?
You would know that, Barra. It's just the gate to the city on the southeast side. That's where he had hoped to just leave the city if he told you.
Yeah, don't know why he thought the guards would let him pass.
Right. I mean, I don't think. Right.
I guess because he's just a regular guy. I guess he thought.
Yeah, I think our good leads are this. I mean, especially because we've got these people helping us. I think it seems to me there's two ways we could go, or at least two ways. One is we disguise ourselves, like you're saying. We use this pin somehow as an inn, which might not work if there's not very many of them. I
don't think you could. I don't think Caden would sell for much, so.
Right, and then the other side is so we either disguise ourselves or we just try to get into the black market, and not try to disguise ourselves as a cult, but just say we've got lots of money, we throw gold around saying we need something that's super illegal, and with enough money, I don't know what we need, but who knows, a decapitated fairy or something. I don't know what they.
Oh Lord.
And use money to try to get into the black market. I mean, I don't know if we have any other. Those are my two thoughts.
Yeah, Caden will fill them in on everything that we learned so far.
Yeah.
Do you have any other leads or?
We have seen that the girls have been taken near docksides, and strange people have been in those areas. We think that probably someone is using boats to try to take them and then transport them to the underground.
Right.
We may be able to speak to the river folk.
We
you know what?
We invite you, rather than us staying out inviting more attention to ourselves tonight, for we all are surrounded by a great many evils and enemies and shadows, that perhaps we should leave for tonight. However, you can come and see us again at Maiden Cross, if you wish, at our headquarters.
Of course, thank you for your assistance.
Is Maiden Cross a place that I know of?
Let me see here. Sisters of the Maiden Cross.
Another place, while you're looking for it,
I'm just
Ross.
going to point out, it's really good that it's nighttime. Because Kate does not have a shadow.
Oh, yeah. Creepy.
Yeah,
wonder-
they would probably get, not like that.
Yeah.
You would not have heard of this place. Probably. I just don't... I mean, I could be wrong. Actually, you know a lot of things, don't you? So you do know... You said you knew a lot of specific things. So actually, it does make sense.
Bara, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause-
I think... Go ahead.
No, please go ahead, sir.
I think he's got a very, like, a kind of a photographic memory and remembers details and things like that. But, I mean, I'm okay if I don't know Remains Cross. That's totally fine.
It is a round tower with a gypsum-tiled cone roof in the district of Turlin's Well. And it's actually fairly close by. It's, but, you know, it is also nighttime.
Yeah, I think we would come back, in the morning.
Well, yeah, because last time when we walked through the city, I was sort of like acting like a tour guide and was, role-playing that I knew some historical details of some of these kinds of monuments, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Turlin's Well, is there actually a well there?
You can actually see it from here, in fact. There's this building right here that it's a round tower with a gypsum-tiled cone-shaped roof.
And could you point it out again?
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
So it actually raises up above most of the buildings nearby. You probably see like part of it, and then your vision is probably occluded by some of the buildings that are kind of two-story.
Turlin's Well is an actual well?
Do you ask Bera that?
Yeah.
Bera, Turlin's Well is it was a long time ago when this was a much smaller place. It was a well that was dug here, but that was a very long time ago. But there is a centuries old well here. Actually, I think he may have even pointed this out to you. It was a fountain, and of a man that has a natural pump to it. Of course, it would be frozen this time of year. Maybe I don't think he did point out that, but it sits in the well itself. Turlin's Well sits.
Yeah, so it's not like some kind of hidden entrance to the underground, probably.
No.
That would be in a different district, anyways. Like the Marketplace district is way further away than this area.
Yeah.
But I explained that all to you. I can imagine. Yeah. Well, there was Turlin was a place, was a historical figure, and blah blah blah. And he rattles it off a little bit.
Well, I think we should be getting back to the...
It's right here. There's the well.
Whereabouts?
It's right here.
Okay. So the Maiden's Cross, that building, is it known to be? It's just like a landmark. Like, is it? Well, whatever. We'll find it. Well,
they have it. You've heard of these women in armor? They have a reputation of being like the Spanish Inquisition and showing up, smashing everything, and hurting a whole lot of people to get what they need.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Aiden doesn't like their methods, but he's just like, okay.
We'll get some rest and come by tomorrow then, I guess. I mean, as I said, I'd be happy to help. If I can help you all, I look at Caden as well. I'll do what I can. I mean, this is, it would be an honor.
Yes, thank you, my lady. Walk into the light.
She bows and gives you the symbol of the light in return, and orders all of the female paladins to about face and return to their horses.
Caden breathes a sigh of relief.
Oh, I've never had anything like this happen to me before, Caden. That was like something I read in a book. You do this kind of thing all the time. This is a kind of danger. That's what it's like
well,
in Appanathic.
Different danger. I say I prefer that danger to this.
Well, I'd like to hear more about it sometime.
Of course.
I would like to propose that probably this would be a good time to return to the tavern, because you do have a couple of major leads. At this point, it's more about how do you do it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, then you would still, however, roll a d6 one last time, Caden. Just a 4. No big deal.
Cool.
All right.
Yay.
Yeah. All right, let's see here.
Didn't expect to get mugged before we got there.
It's later at the Broken Camel Tavern and Inn, and yeah, you have your rooms and stuff. I think Vera and Caden accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
Because of something that that and a little bit of happenstance.
Yeah, which is great.
And that's where we'll end just the gameplay session for tonight.